What is up, Instagram? I've really been tossing around in my head, like, what type of content do I want to do? I mean, ultimately, everyone knows what I already post. It's basically just me shirtless all the time. And, you know, that's whatever. That's fine. I basically just use it as a diary to look back and timestamp where I've been, where I'm at, and basically that's why I use Instagram. That's why I post. But obviously I have a business, and I'm like, I should probably be utilizing my Instagram in some way, shape, or form to provide value to people. And I've really been tossing around in my head, like, what does that even look like? What do people value in general? Especially since the vast majority of my clients are not the people that follow me on here. You know, they're typically wonderful, amazing, 40 to 55, 65-year-old women looking to tone up, to lose weight, make life smoother, look a little bit better, and yeah, just kind of figure things out in a sustainable, long-term way that doesn't involve falling off diets a million times and gaining all their weight back and just basically that's it, just yo-yo dieting. So that's, you know, who we typically work with, but, you know, obviously there's a bunch of other different types of people that also work with us. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just spitballing. Maybe I'm gonna start doing some more quick, maybe this isn't quick, rambling car talks. I drive a lot, so, you know, maybe that'll be beneficial for people. Something that just always spoke to me, like when I was coming up in the fitness world, when I was first getting into working out, like Greg Plitt, his videos were just like super motivational, one, but two, very blunt. I'm not a super blunt person. I tend to say things a little bit more tactfully. Greg Plitt did not. He just calls you on your bullshit and, you know, basically said, stop being a pussy, get to work. But there was a lot of different types of influencers at the time. YouTube and the world was very, very, very different compared to where we're at today. Content was obviously more long form, and it was more than just like a 2-second feedback loop of provide value or not, or provide a laugh or not, or provide brain rot or not, and then you're just next. So I don't know where I fall into the space, especially because I don't like being on camera, believe it or not. Who would have thought? I don't enjoy typically posting things about my personal life or just about my life in general, aside from keeping things at a fitness level. I don't know. I think there's a lot of benefit in not letting the world know everything that you're doing at any given point. You know, have some surprise. Especially because it's like, I mean, we choose what we post. We choose what version of ourselves we want to show. And, you know, just how much of that is real. And maybe if it's something you currently or always put out, maybe that is a version of you that is real. Because in what perspective is fake at that point? I mean, if you're choosing to, this is who I am, this is who I portray, this is who I'd like to be, or at least on the surface level, externally, this is who I'd like to show the world I am, then, you know, who are we to judge and say, no, that's not you? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. something I forgot to mention, and this is kind of where I'm leaning with content like this, is I feel like in today's social media, everything is so filtered and so perfect and so chosen. Everybody, how do I say this? Here you go. Unedited. People choose every exact frame and word so carefully because they don't want to be misunderstood or, just misinterpreted in a negative light. And maybe this isn't true, but for me, I feel like there is a deep craving or urge to want to watch content that is, and Sam Sulek, I think, has done a really good job with this, but just like something raw, show me who you are, and, just talk with me, be real, be a person, especially with AI and things like that. It's like, show me why your advice is any better than anyone else's. Show me that you're not just somebody who's using clickbait or super divisive language in order to get people to click or view. I think that's a massive negative with society and our current news structure, is everything is monetized based on a click or a headline. So I'd like to move away from that. I'd like to just see, I'd like to give you guys a unedited, a raw version of me in a way, which is uncomfortable, as I just, said earlier. I don't like being on camera. I don't like sharing things. So I'm going to do exactly that, and we'll see how long I last, and maybe this doesn't last at all. Maybe I give up in 2 days. But we are going to give it a try. So bye again, and comment, let me know. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you want to see content of somebody being real, having a conversation, and just chatting about things that maybe you need to hear, maybe you've thought about, whether that's like fitness or philosophy or life or, I don't know, so many things. I think about so many things. I'm going to use this as just a way to start those conversations, have dialogue, and I don't know, I just think it's so valuable to have a more philosophical outlook on life, and have these conversations of like, what does it even mean to exist? Not to get too deep, but like, why are we doing the things that we're doing? Where do our motivations come from? And just things like that. So see ya.